What's up? This is Rap Hits, and so in my last video, I knew someone from Oblock was telling because the information was coming out about that 100K that was put on Duck's head. So I got more information about that. It turns out someone might not be telling, but what happened was the police have found text messages on this dude named Kenny Mack. I think he's one of the 5 that is locked up for FBG Duck right now, the Oblock 5. So I believe Kenny Mack is one of the dudes from that, but I'm not sure. But whoever this Kenny Mack dude is, he's the one whose text messages are revealing information about the 100K hit and all that. Plus, I got some information about Mama Duck because she's been saying that it looks like Durk might end up getting locked on a RICO over this Duck thing. And see, at first people was like, nah, she ain't talking about Durk, because she had left a message. And in that message she said, well, this message was on social media, and she was saying that more arrests about to be made about Duck. And then people were speculating if that meant Durk or whatever. I was thinking like probably not, like Durk ain't had nothing to do with that. But then someone leaves a comment and says, why you think you're gonna get Durk locked? And she says, Mama Duck says, it would be unbelievable if he doesn't, and she's saying that she's expecting a RICO. So, I think the police might be in communication with her. I'm not sure, because that's, her son. That's her son that happened to. So she might be in the know. She might be in the know about it, about all this. So she's acting like she got information that there's about to be more arrests made in that whole situation. And I don't know if she's been telling or what, or providing information. I'm sure she has probably been saying like, what's the story behind, Durk, if Durk's involved or anything. Now, the only thing that I could think of for Durk being involved is he got a relation to, he has ties to King Von, but that's about it. And that doesn't implement him unless they try to act like OTF is a gang, like they try to do with YSL, then they try to, lump them all together in one as one organization, as one unit. That's the only way I could see them, and that's a reach, because what they doing with YSL, that ain't really a good look, because Gunna looked like he didn't really do nothing. And it's like when they try to make the whole music label part of a gang, I don't know if, especially because I don't think Illinois has a state RICO law, so it would have to be a Fed RICO then. So she might be reaching on this one. The only other way this could become where Durk gets involved is if those pipes end up getting tied back to Durk somehow, because they say, some people are saying those pipes might have came from Atlanta. And then especially when you move them across state lines from Atlanta to Chicago, that's when things can become fed. So if those pipes end up getting tied back to Durk, which I don't think they will, because Durk, he can't legally buy no pipes, and it would have to be somebody like telling us something. I think that would be kind of a reach, though, to kind of tie Durk into it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I really don't think Durk was really involved in none of that, to tell you the truth, though. I think Durk about his music. He signed King Von. King Von was the one that, if anything, he might have had something to do with it, but not Durk. Come on now. Like, Durk seemed like he's a business guy. He's not, he stays close to the streets, but he don't be, I don't think he be involved in that stuff, But we'll see. We'll see what happens, because Duck Mom seems to think that Durk's going to get involved in this whole situation. Now, with the Kenny Mack thing, we're going to go back to that now. Look, basically, like I said, it sounds like Kenny Mack had his phone examined, and they found a lot of evidence on that phone. And in the phone evidence, see what's coming out is this paperwork on Kenny Mack, and it looks like it might have been written down by a detective or something, like it was notes that got leaked. Otherwise, this whole thing could be, I don't even know if this is authentic or what, but everyone seems to think this is legit. And this paperwork I'm going to leave in this video so you can see for yourself, where they're saying Kenny Mack, his text messages reveal basically that he was speaking on the whole Duck thing as it was happening. He was talking about, like, it was on Facebook that Duck was shopping. You know, he was talking about like we see on Facebook that Duck was shopping. He said, "Come get your pipe." You know, he said he was on Duck, and he was telling people someone to check the news. You know, go check the news, as if that had just happened. And he's saying, you know, turn on the TV, look what we did, like he's bragging about it or something. He was talking about how Von got changed for Oblock. You know, and that in alone, you know, they're trying to tie it all to the Duck thing, and it got specific when this text message said he put 50K on Duck. You know, that's when it got real in the text messages, that it said 50K on Duck head. So it looked like he also said something about Duck fell on his face or something, and that Duck started, you know, blasting back. And so it wasn't this girl that was blasting back, it was actually Duck. So I'm gonna leave the text messages on this video so you can check them all out for yourself and let me know what you think. So it looks like, you know, they're getting a lot of evidence, and this whole Oblock 5 could turn into more. Now Durk ain't from Oblock, so I really, like I said, I mean, I don't think his involvement is like what they trying to. I think they kind of reaching to kind of involve Durk, because Durk ain't even from Oblock. You know, I don't really ever see Durk on Oblock like that. I mean, he was cool with Oblock. You know, he was cool with them, especially with King Von. But King Von was more the Oblock king. You know, that was his area. Durk from Lamron or something like that. I think that's where Little Reese from as well. But who knows? What if they get the Lamron blocks involved? Who knows? Like I said, we'll just have to see. I'm just leaving y'all the new information. So let me know what y'all think. This has been Rap Hits. Check the description box for links. I'm out of here.